Hello, I'm ABX and welcome back to the video. Today let's talk about features in Minecraft which started out as jokes, but then later made their way into the full version of Minecraft that we know and love and play today. And yeah, this is something that kind of blew my mind while I was researching seasonal events for a future video, because yeah, as it turns out, there are certain, blocks, ideas, and even a mob, that started out as a joke in an April Fool's version of the game, but now are in the real version of Minecraft. And I think it'd be kind of cool to share what their old versions used to look like, because they were all jokes, and hopefully you all do enjoy this video. If you do like it, leave it and let me know, because it helps out the channel, and let's know you do like seeing, again, these slightly different features from, April Fool's long past. Again, these are years old at this point, but now they're real features. But with that said, let's get straight into the first one here, which I guess is probably the least direct, form from the, the joke version to the real version, because it is from the 2015, April Fool's joke. So yeah, the 2015 April Fool's joke was called the Love and Hugs update. I actually showed it off on this channel because there was a giant, 1.9 hitting in there. But yeah, basically it's Love and Hugs update. There's no ways to die. Everything's all about love in Minecraft. It's a hilarious little update, but a few of the things they did were kind of weird, including the fact that they actually added an option for a non-oak boat. So up until this point, there was no way to craft any boat besides the oak one, the standard square boat that everyone knows made out of oak. But in this update, they added something as a little bit of a joke, the obsidian boat. So yeah, the obsidian boat looks like this. It's crafted like the boat, but it's from 5 obsidian. And the funny thing about it is the fact that it will just sink instead of floating, because it's a boat made from obsidian. That thing's not going to float. But yeah, this thing was kind of hilarious, and it was just kind of added as a joke, like, yeah, look, there's a second type of boat, and all it does is sink. However, in the next update, the 1.9 update, which released less than a year later, they actually did release 5 other types of boat, birch boats, spruce boats, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, basically the idea of having a different type of boat crafted with the same recipe later made its way into the game, which is something I kind of like. But again, like I said, that's the least direct one. You can be like, oh, an obsidian boat is totally different to a spruce boat or a birch boat. Well, you might not be able to argue that for this next block here, because it is the coal block. That's right, the block of coal that you probably all know and love today actually existed, before in the Minecraft 2.0 update. So this was the April Fool's joke from 2013, and yeah, the idea of this thing was like, it's Minecraft but made super, super hard. So again, it was like a YouTube April Fool's joke where everyone was playing these super ridiculous versions of Minecraft to make it a lot more challenging, and a few of those challenging features were just a bit bizarre. So one of those examples is the fact that they added the block of coal in there. So the block of coal is kind of like the block of coal we know today, except with none of the actual benefits. So, you wouldn't actually be able to smelt more with it. And also the fact that if you did craft it from 9 coal, you'd get, and then you craft it back into coal, you'd end up with a separate block ID, so you can never combine those 2 coal stacks again, which again is just a super weird thing to do. But yeah, basically this is the block of coal. It looks like this, a little bit different to what we have right now. And the biggest difference about it to me, besides the fact that, it's entirely useless, and even, more than useless, like it's anti-useful, is the fact that if you did decide to craft this thing, if you did place it down, it could actually talk. It would complain at you if you ever hit it, and it would say ouch like this apparently, which is it's hilarious to picture, coal blocks that complain at you, and apparently that was a thing that happened. The next idea here, though, is one that I personally really do quite like, because again, it's the sort of thing that you could clearly see starting as a joke, but then again, not too much later turned into a real mob, because again, in the same Minecraft 2.0 update, the 2013 April Fool's joke, they actually decided to add a bunch of different mobs. So they added a diamond chicken, for instance, which is a chicken that would lay diamonds and also would attack you if you looked at it. Weird stuff going on there, but one of the mobs they decided to add was the horse. So yeah, the horse actually was added in this April Fool's, joke thing. It wasn't a, particularly useful horse like the current one, because it was just a retextured cow to look like this, which again, it's just, again, this turned into a real mob at some point. This is what it used to look like, but you could ride this thing if you wanted to, and it would be able to take you places, which is just amazing to me that, again, something as simple as a joke of just like, let's retexture the horses to, the cows to horses, eventually made its way into the real game. But again, for all of these things, you can kind of argue like, it might just be coincidence that it's an April Fool's joke that made its way into the real game. But one of the things, again, was entirely a joke, but then became a real feature because it was tinted glass. So yeah, in the Minecraft 2.0 update, just as one of the bizarre features in there, alongside so many other things, again, like diamond chickens and the loving wither and the redstone bug and stuff, alongside all these things, they decided to add tinted glass, which was just a real feature in there, because yeah, the glass could be dyed whatever color you put in there. It looked very different to the glass we know today, with the, you can see the, tinted glass there compared to stained glass, but this is just a real full feature that people really wanted, that just started as an April Fool's joke that people seem to like so much, they decided to later put it into a real version of the game as stained glass in 1.7. So yeah, there was a bunch of rendering bugs, and apparently it's a more, tasking thing to make all these different colors of stained glass, but they did eventually put it into the game, and yeah, that is a real feature that came from a joke version of Minecraft. So before I end today's video, I just figured I'd go through one last thing. So you're like, oh wow, that's 4 features now that have come from April Fool's jokes. Again, the block of coal, the horse, the stained glass, and the different types of boats, they all came from April Fool's jokes. So what can we expect in future if they keep on, doing this trend? What features, have been added in updates that are like just about plausible? And there aren't any really plausible ones, because if you look at the, 2016, April Fool's joke, which nothing has been added from yet, you've got the USB charger block. I mean, I don't really see that one coming in. And as well as the USB charger block, you've got got an Anchor monitor, which would monitor you. You've got Reality Vision, which is basically a VR headset, and the smartwatch. I mean, out of those three, the closest one I can see to being a realistic thing is maybe you could have like a hand-mounted watch. I don't think it'd be a smartwatch, but yeah, these are all features that are added as jokes. There's a chance they'll be added in there. You know, I'm sure people looked at stained glass and said that's a ridiculous idea, or maybe they didn't. It's hard to say for sure. I'd like to know what you think about all of these, joke features though, in the comments down below. Are you glad they made it to the game, or do you think they're a little bit more silly now that you know they started out as jokes? Let me know with your comments and words. I hope you did all enjoy the video though. Like it if you did like it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.